Welcome to the fourth part of the chapter Weather, Climate and Adaptation. Let's start today's session. Today we are going to learn how these polar region animals are adapted to such kind of climatic conditions, how they are able to survive in those areas. Animals living in polar regions, tropical rainforests and deserts have different adaptations. So first we will start with the polar region. The geographical locations may first is the polar regions are located near the north and south poles, and these include countries like Canada, Greenland, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Alaska of USA and Siberian region of Russia. So these are the countries which are situated in the polar regions. We are going to study about the animals which survive in these countries. The climatic conditions over there are very harsh. It is very cold over there. These regions are covered with snow for most part of the years. The temperature remains below 0 degrees Celsius, and in winter the temperature may be as low as minus 37 degrees Celsius. There is day for 6 months when the sun shines in the northern hemisphere, and night for continuous 6 months when the sun is in the southern hemisphere. So this is a very specific kind of feature of this region. There is hardly any vegetation in polar regions during winter. So during the winter season there is very scarce kind of vegetation in the polar regions. Now let's see adaptations in polar animals. Animals living in polar regions are many types of fish, hares, squirrels, Arctic foxes, polar bears, wolves, seals, walrus and penguins. So these are the animals which are generally found in polar regions. To survive in extreme cold, polar animals have the following features. Let us see what are those features which make them possible to survive in the harsh kind of climate in polar regions. Polar animals have a thick layer of fat under the skin and thick fur that retains body heat and protects them from cold. So the very first point is that they have a thick layer of fat under their skin which maintain the body temperature, and this thick fur retains the body heat and protect them from cold. Secondly, they are white or light in color for camouflaging. What is that? So that they can blend with the white snow and they are not easily visible from the snowy background to their predators. This is what we call it as camouflaging, to merge with the surrounding and to escape from the predators. The third point is hibernation during winter season. These animals hibernate during winter and come out during summer seasons. Polar animals have small ears, tail and legs. And why so? To reduce the loss of body heat, so that less amount of heat can be dissipated from their body. Birds in polar regions migrate to warmer regions during winter and return when summer sets in. This is what we call it as migration. That is the regular long distance movement of animal to escape extreme climatic conditions at home environment. So they migrate from that place and return back after some time when the climatic conditions are suitable. Let us study about a few migratory birds over here. The Siberian crane. Siberian crane come from Siberia to Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary in Rajasthan. It also comes to Sultanpur Bird Sanctuary in Haryana and the wetlands of northeast India. So this is the picture of Siberian crane which comes from Siberia to India during winter seasons. To escape the very harsh kind of climatic conditions in Siberia, they fly to India. The second type of migratory bird is the Arctic tern. This bird travels about 35,200 kilometers a year. It rests at treeless Arctic tundra in summer and in winter, when the climate becomes very cold over there, they moves to Antarctica when there is summer. It returns to the same nest each spring. This is the picture of a Arctic tern over here. Now children, with this we come to the end of today's session. Thank you.